So good morning students, welcome back. Today in this chapter alternating current, we are going to find the RMS value, the root mean square value of alternating current. So why we require the RMS value? Okay, so let's start with this topic. Before finding RMS value, I'm going to explain the concept behind it. Okay, suppose if we are having 2 ampere alternating current in a wire, when you measure by ordinary ammeter, what will happen? Actually, ordinary ammeter measure the average value. Look at friends. Plus 2, minus 2, plus 2, minus 2. This is the alternating current. Okay. So, ordinary ammeter measure the average value like this. I average. Okay. Plus 2, minus 2, plus 2, minus 2. Sum of object divided by number of object. Okay. So it will be what? Plus 2 minus 2 plus 2 minus 2. It will what? 0. Actually, ordinary ammeter always measure the average value. So it gives the 0 reading, 0 ampere. But what is the reality? Actually, this wire having 2 ampere alternating current. So we cannot measure alternating current by an ordinary ammeter because it calculates the average value. And that will what? Sum of object divided by number of object. Plus 2 minus 2 plus 2 minus 2 divided by 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will give 0. So we cannot find the alternating current by using ordinary ammeter. So what to do for finding the alternating current? Yes students, we have to use another device that is said to be hot wire ammeter. What is hot wire ammeter? I want to calculate 2 ampere alternating current. So I have to use the device hot wire ammeter. How it calculate? Look at students. It calculate, hot wire ammeter calculate RMS value of current. How? S means square. So taking the square students, plus 2 square, minus 2 square, plus 2 square, minus 2 square. Okay. Square, then mean sum of object divided by number of object. Okay, root, so we'll take root. First we did square, then mean and then root. RMS value of current. So it will come as, look at this, 2 square 4 minus 2 square plus 4, 4, 16 by 4, root 4 means what? 2. So what we got? Actually, when we measure by ordinary ammeter, it calculates the average value and we got the 0 current. But what is the reality? This wire having 2 ampere alternating current. What happened on measuring by hot wire ammeter? It calculates exact value 2 ampere of alternating current. Why? Because it calculates RMS value, root mean square value. So how can we get the actual value of alternating current? By finding their RMS value, root mean square. That's why I will find the alternating current as with RMS value, root mean square. So let's start the topic. Okay students. So now students will find the RMS value of current. Look students. What is alternating current? I equals to I naught sine omega t. I is current, alternating current. I naught is said to be peak or maximum current. It is said to be peak current of alternating current. And omega t is said to be phase angle. Look students, we have to find RMS value. Okay, we'll start with S square. First of all, taking the square both side. Okay, what will you get students? I naught square, I square, I naught square, sine square, omega t. We did square. Okay, we did square. Then taking mean, taking average, means average, taking average both the side. So write I bar square, 1 by t, 0 to t, I naught square, sine square omega t into dt. Look students, what I did? Just we did square, and for taking mean, average, there comes bar in limit 0 to t, integration and dt. That is the formula for finding the average value. We did in the previous lecture in that topic. Find the average value of alternating current for full and half cycle. So we did square, we did average. For getting average, we did bar, I bar square. This is what? I bar square, average value of current. And how can we find average? By using this formula 1 by t, limit 0 to t means for full cycle, I naught square sin square omega t dt. Now students, we will solve first these steps and finally we will take root both the side. So look at students, this is sin square omega t. First of all, I am going to solve the equation I bar square. I naught is peak current comes outside from integration. I naught square by t, limit 0 to t, sin square omega t into dt. Look at students, this is sin square omega t. And there is no formula for getting integration of sin square theta. We have to break this formula. Here we'll write sin square theta is what? 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Okay, that is the formula. 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2 is a sin square theta. Here I'm going to put the value. You can take a screenshot of this. Now I'm going to remove this step. Okay. Look at this. I bar square equals to I naught square by 2, limit 0 to t, 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2. Okay. And there is what? dt. There is what? dt. 2 also comes outside. 2 also come outside. Okay, students. And this is I naught square by t actually. Okay. 2 into t, 2t, there is outside. And separately we will integrate 1 and cos 2 omega t. 0 to t, 1 into dt minus 0 to t cos 2 omega t into dt. What I did, students, generally I applied the formula. Instead sin square omega t I have written 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2, that is the formula. And separately 2 comes outside, separately 1 and cos 2 omega t and will integrate. Now open that formula. I bar square, I naught square by 2t, integration of 1 with respect to dt, t limit 0 to t, cos 2 omega t, we can add as sin 2 omega t, and with respect to t, 2 omega is constant. Okay, that comes in denominator and limit 0 to t. Okay, students. Now, students, how can you put the limit? I'm going to remove these two steps. You can take a screenshot. You can write this. Okay. Look at I bar square equals to I naught square by 2t. How can you put the limit? For putting the limit, we are having method upper limit minus lower. So instead small t will put upper limit t, then minus in the lower limit 0. Minus 1 upon 2 omega is outside. Now put the limit. Okay. How can you put limit? Instead t will put upper limit sin 2 omega capital T minus sin 0. On putting lower limit we will get 0. And 2 omega comes outside. Okay. Now students, finally I bar square equals to I naught square by 2t, t minus 0 t, 1 upon 2 omega sin 2 omega. Students, instead of omega we can write 2 pi by t and that t, because omega is angular speed having value 2 pi by t and sin 0. Now students, I bar square equals to I naught square by 2t, t, 1 upon 2 omega, t and t cancel out to the 4 sin 4 pi, sin 4 pi minus sin 0. Now look at students, sin 0 is what? Sin 4 pi is what? 0. Sin 0 is also 0. 0 into something 0. So this part will be 0. And finally what will get, student? Only t will remain inside. T and t cancel out. I naught square by 2. Okay. So now students, finally, till this step we did square and mean. Remaining time is what? Root, because we have to find the RMS value. So taking root both sides, taking the square root both sides, what will get, students? This is the sign of root and this is I naught square by 2. We took root both sides. So this is complete RMS. Now students, this current having square, this current having mean, and this current having root. So this step can be written as IRMS. Root mean square of current, I naught square, root I naught, and root 2. So we got the very most important form. What will be the value of RMS value of alternating current? IRMS is 1 upon root 2 times of its peak current. IRMS is I naught by root 2. Further we can write 0.70 times of I naught, because 1 by root 2 means 0.707. It means RMS value of current is 0.707 times of its peak current. Okay, that is one of the most important relation, and this is the form of alternating RMS value of alternating current. Okay, students.